The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Elias Stone, a human cleric.
I'm Connor Shenold. I play Sable, a half-elf rogue.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play August E. Graymore, a human fighter.
I'm Kerri Hester, and I play Moxie, a tiefling bard.
And I'm Brooke Bullock, your DM. Please join us as we explore the curse of the Clockwork City. Our heroes are in the library of Ironspire to do some research. A couple of them, Moxie and Sable, somewhat reconnecting with an elderly gnomish librarian at the front desk, when suddenly, from one of the alcoves and some stairs leading down, a young freckled-faced woman with goggles perched on the top of her head comes dashing out, yelling about it's malfunctioned, it's loose, it's destroying things downstairs. And that is where our scene starts today.
We book it. Well, Moxie books it.
There you go. Over toward the young lady?
Yeah, in the direction of the commotion.
I will go straight to the stairs, yes.
She's wearing a modified, it's a librarian's kind of vest, but instead of like pens or little scroll pouches, she's got like tool loops and things like that. And she sees you come. She says, "Oh, be very careful, miss, be very careful."
It's okay, I got the automaton whisperer with me. She looks over her shoulder, make sure August is following.
Yes, I'm passing you if possible.
There you go. You have your gloves?
Yes.
Right, very good. And
Always.
She kind of takes a step back and goes, "A city guardsman?"
No.
And she looks down at the gloves. She's very confused.
We don't have time for this.
Ma'am, do you mind?
And then as you guys push on past her, you push on past her, you hear her say, perhaps to the elderly librarian, Mrs. Mildred Morningstar, she says, "You're gonna need another one down there? They caused the problem in the first place." As you guys head down the stairs.
I'm gonna appear next to August.
Will you do what?
I'm just gonna appear next to you.
I'm going to shift the gloves around on my belt to the side where my jacket's kind of covering them.
Very good.
Yes.
So as you go downstairs, there's an extensive floor of shelves and books that are really tight together. There is a little kind of opening landing area of, say, 25 feet by 25 feet or so, and it's got it's got tables and chairs that are there within it, and standing there is a automated automaton. Looks very similar to Kerri, although he's polished quite a bit more. His brass plating shines quite a bit more. And about that, as you come down to the base of the stairs, it flips a table. And then gears and turns over toward you, and in a mechanical, hollow, tinny voice says, "This level of the library is closed. You must leave."
I just push August forward.
"This level of the library is closed. You must leave.
Where would I go?
You must return to a different area of the library. This level of the library is closed. You must leave."
When does it reopen? I'm slowly walking.
Yep, and again it says, just repeating, "This level of the library is closed.
But it appears to be open. Here I am.
This level of the library is closed. You must leave. Please return to a different area of research."
What have you lost?
And are you walking forward as you
Slowly.
do that? Very good, very, very good.
Why are you so angry? What have you lost?
This level of the library is closed.
Yes. Indeed.
This level of the library is open.
And it seems to then sense Sable at the same time. Your information is incorrect. This level of the library is closed. And let me know how close you guys want to get.
I'm going to keep walking as close.
Very good. When you get about 10 feet away, let's roll for initiative. Woo!
And I'm about, how far back are you?
I was like right behind August because I pushed him forward.
Okay, because I'm about 30 or 40 feet away. I'm not getting anywhere close to it.
Stairs coming down, kind of a semicircle, or a half moon is a more accurate thing. A half moon of about 30 feet across and about 15 feet deep, so to speak, in this half moon. And then there are bookshelves that are behind that, about 6 rows of bookshelves. There's roughly 10 feet in between each one of those bookshelves. And
Also a reminder, we have the critical hits and critical misses.
oh yes, fantastic.
So if we critical miss or critical hit, let us know. We've been playing with them on a Friday night group.
Yes.
They're fun. We're gonna have so much fun with these.
Move back one. So when you guys step in about 10 feet from him, let's roll for initiative and see what we got.
8.
An 8 for the good
Cleric initiative.
An 8 for the good doctor.
21.
A 21 for August.
I only got a 17.
A 17 for Moxie.
19.
I'll just be back here if you need me.
Yay. Oh, and
Yeah,
for...
he needs initiative.
Ooh, nicely done.
For Geary model 2X326.
Geary 3PO.
That's right.
Gear 3PO.
He actually rolled a natural 20, giving him an initiative of 22. So as August steps within range, it is going to try and grab a hold of you with a modified 16.
Are we doing the grapple rolls?
We might be doing some grapple rules.
So what do I roll?
So you have to succeed on a strength check.
Okay.
That would be the better way to do that. Yes.
So how about 26?
Oh my goodness, yeah. He reaches out to grab a hold of your arm or your lapel, and you just easily.
I just want to grab him back.
Oh, nicely done.
Did I win the contested roll for grabbing?
You did.
There you go.
Yeah. So as he reaches out to grab a hold of you, you intercept and grab its arm instead. Secondly, then it's going to go ahead and give a shove. It's going to try to clear itself, right? With its second action. Natural 1. What is up? Natural 1 on this Clockwork Defender. Michael Cross, you have something special for us.
I do, for critical rolls and critical fails. And when a GM does a critical fail, I need you to roll me
Oh no.
a D8 and a D6.
Alrighty.
Tell me the D8 first.
The D8 is a 3.
3. D6 is
And the
a
D6 is a 5.
5. This would be table 17.
Oh, we got a book.
We do. Table 17. What kind of attack was this? Was it a melee, range, natural, or magic?
We would probably call this natural attack since it was like shoving without a weapon.
Excellent. Swing for the fences.
Oh no.
You miss the target and strike the floor or the wall, take half the damage. So it attacked with its fist.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
So say it attacked and with its fist and hit like a wall or a table.
Yes. Yeah, I think it comes swinging down to try to break the grip and misses and hits the one of the tables that's there in front of it and takes a couple points of damage from said table.
What a silly robot.
And it happens to be now August's turn in initiative.
Mm-hmm. Careful now. You don't want to injure yourself. And holding on with to his wrist or arm, I'm assuming, I want to kind of just shimmy around to the side, maybe still holding the arm.
You bet.
To the back.
Yeah.
And is there a ring up around his neck where like a collar would be or something?
Indeed.
Okay. So still holding with my left, I want to reach up with my right, and and then I remember when we did this with Otto, there was something back here.
Indeed.
Do I see that?
Make a perception check. See if you can figure out where the
Okay. Okay, 15.
15. Yes, you see it. This one, it's not centered. It's kind of over by the left armpit, but on the back side, you can definitely see. There's our key. There's our access point.
I want to give it a quick tap.
And nothing seems to happen just from a tap.
I originally had the key for auto.
Maybe it'll work on. You don't know till you try.
I mean, would I still have the key? I don't have to leave it in them, do I? No. Of course not.
No. Yeah.
I would assume I still have the key.
Of course.
Right, yeah.
Right. You may have to take an action to dig through your stuff, or if you know it's in your front pouch, pull it out like that if you want to.
I'm going to hold, so I'm going to continue with what I was saying and hold onto his arm and hold on to the back of the ring around the back of his neck. Sable.
August?
Could you help me out here? I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to tell Sable that in the pouch over here on my hip, you'll find something that will fit in the back. And the second thing I'm going to do is pass the turn. I struggle to hold him.
About that time, you hear some footsteps, and you hear the voice of the young lady saying, "Don't break it! Don't break it!" And Mildred's voice farther on, "They're expensive. Don't break it." And Sable, it's your turn.
She sounds like a chicken.
Okay, so I skirt around the robot, kind of behind August, and start rooting through his pocket.
There we go.
Is that a full action?
That does. It does take, to find a key, it does take kind of your full action to do that.
Why do you have so much stuff in your pockets?
The first one wasn't a pocket, if you don't mind.
You gave me permission for this.
Pocket consent returns!
Buy me dinner first.
Very good. So, yes, you are able to move over there, dig through the pouch, retrieve the key from the pouch. Nicely done. Any bonus action type things you want to try and do, or anything you think that would help in that way? Maybe make some type of investigative roll. Do you free action tell him anything?
Could I bonus action put the key in the keyhole?
Yes, but go ahead and make an attack roll since there's kind of struggling and moving around.
Okay.
Wiggling.
That's a natural 20 for a
Hold on.
27.
There's another table.
Good God Almighty! Oh my goodness.
Critical hits for players. Roll me a D8 and a D6.
You shoved that key in so far and turned it that every automaton in the city turned off.
Whether or not it fits, it's going to now. D8 is a 5 and the 6 is a 3.
Table 27. So I don't know I don't know if this is going to work or not. Slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, or magic.
Piercing?
Maximum damage, and you may make another attack against the same target.
Oh.
So you can put it in and turn it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Put it
so
in there,
modified,
turn
I slammed it right in there, and now you can turn it if you want to.
Sure.
With that critical success. Doing so.
Yeah.
Right. And you feel it just powers down and becomes more motionless.
I'll let go. And, oh, sorry, we're still in combat.
Could be. We could.
I yelled to the lady, "It's down. We got it."
There you go. Moxie, anything you want to do?
I should have held on to that overture fee. I could have come out even on this.
And then about that time, the young lady with the goggles and the freckled face comes running down the stairs. She's like, oh, you stopped it. I was just trying to do a little maintenance on it. I was trying to fix it so that we could be accessible again. And it went berserk. Like,
What do you mean accessible again?
but 3 days ago, we had some visitors from the city guard. People, important people, a commander and a lady. And about that time, Mildred Morningstar, was coming down the stairs, and she's like,
Vance, dearie. His last name was Vance.
and they said they needed to look up something down here in the library. But when they left, the Geary had been reprogrammed and wouldn't let anyone else come down. I was trying to fix him.
They didn't tell you why, eh?
Well, no, they didn't even ask permission.
I've got a letter sent off to the city guard at the main citadel to a letter of complaint.
To Commander Croft?
Yes, her men, this Vance and the woman that was with her. I don't remember her name.
Do you remember what she looked like?
And roll me, if you don't mind, just a straight intelligence check there, August, with advantage.
Oh, 18.
Yes. She then begins to describe a couple of people that you know from your past, Sergeant Vance and Specialist Laura.
It sounds like, that description sounds like Specialist Laura.
Oh,
Yes.
I know her.
So the question now is, what are they hiding down here?
Oh, well, let's Scooby-Doo it and split up and look for clues.
I will remove my key.
Yeah, okay, it's gonna be safe.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Is there an off position and I can take the key out?
Yeah, totally.
Yes. Okay. It won't move. So you can find someone to get it repaired.
Can I have Shira here fix it?
Can you?
Well, she's very good at what she does.
Well, but she was the one that was trying to fix it and it started throwing things.
Well, now it won't throw things. And I bonk him on the head.
And she says, yeah, I think I needed to reprogram it, but it wouldn't give me access. It totally went into defense mode whenever I tried to open up the access panel, but now that you've turned it off, I should be able to.
Go for it, Gidget.
All right, so you guys can kind of spread out and do what you want to. She, this freckle-faced woman, this tinkerer / junior librarian, she's going to start working on that. And Mildred just stands there at the steps, midway down the steps, just watching for a few moments.
Brooke, what were you doing 3 days ago?
3 days ago.
Yeah, the chronology for me is fuzzy at best.
That's a really good question. So 2 days ago is whenever you were in the temple, and before the hidden that, and the day before that would have been the
murders in the alley.
You would have hit the ground running, with the Shiv research or investigation.
The murders in the alley was last night.
Yeah.
Because you guys stayed the night, and so you guys would have been the day before. Probably when you, like I said, you would have been just getting into the importance of the Shiv.
The day before that was when your coworker came and she was all high up on Shiv.
Right.
And the day before that was when we were exploring the Shiv. So that was.
So right around the time all of the Shiv stuff really kicked off for us, at least, right? It was already happening, but when it kicked off for us was when they were here looking up something.
And that Shiv was 2 weeks. The Shiv kind of outbreak was building, but it was basically about 2 weeks from your visit to the casino, which again was about 3 or 4 days after your rescue of the children.
Okay, so we're like
3.5 weeks.
3.5 weeks from when we started the campaign?
Yep.
Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
Okay. And I kind of mosey over with August. So I know that this lady figure don't like you very much. She was the one that contracted Rhapsody to forge up paperwork against you. And I also know that Reynard didn't like you very much because he wanted to actively kill you. Were they friends?
Oh, indeed.
Okay, so do we think that these things are related?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I guess it's going to be kind of hard to tell with him, toward the Geary 2.0 tornadoing through the library here, but I guess let's try to figure out what they were looking at.
How old are these books that are down here? Do they get used very much?
You can tell this is kind of a special research section, not necessarily for scholars, although not limited to just them, although that's the people who would use them the most.
Does it get cleaned very often? Are these books dusty? Are the shelves a little dusty?
No, everything's in pretty good condition.
I want to walk, indeed, but I think it may not be a book they were looking for. And I'm going to bang the end of my polearm on the floor and start walking towards the back wall furthest from the stairs. And I'm going to tap every time I walk. And then when I get to the wall, I'm going to start tapping the blade against it, listening for, because of the experience with the city walls. Maybe this is somehow used as passage, or could be.
Since you're doing that, possibly going to do an investigation check on finding traps, I'm going to give you a guidance.
Before you do that, August knows his limitations, and Sable, with all due respect, maybe this would be something more up your alley.
How far are we from the city walls?
The library is more centralized.
Yeah.
Right. So
More likely to have something on the floor.
I think a secret passage is still a good idea.
Like my wisdom is 0, so I'm not
that's
gonna.
it.
Yeah. So
Your investigation should be pretty good.
Yeah.
my investigation is -1.
So I say I'll give you guidance. you're
It's
looking
like I had
for.
the ideas, I just don't know how to execute them.
So you start tapping, and then you realize, oh, wait a minute, this is a much better job for Sable.
I get to the wall and I'm like, does it sound the same, or is it because I'm on the edge of the block, or is it Sable?
August.
Perhaps you have traveled secretly through buildings and places before, and you would know better than I what to look for.
A time or two, and I'll step over closer to you.
I will step out of the way.
Guidance is a D4.
Yes, with a D4.
13.
Alrighty. So because this library area downstairs is fairly big, let's divide it into 3 sections of you checking. So on the right hand or west side, you don't find anything on the floor in those 2 sets of passages of bookshelves and wall. And then roll again.
Does that guidance still stay?
No, but I can stay by you, and if you're going to go to another one, I'll give you another guidance. We're kind of all working together to try and figure this.
12.
Nope, nothing there.
Okay,
and for the last third,
Oh, that changed dice.
He's got a lot on his mind.
I hope.
A 23.
No, even though you felt like this last section you really slowed down and searched intently, don't find anything in that last third area of the library. So it doesn't appear to be anything in the floors or the walls.
I want to go after my original task, which is finding maps.
Okay.
They should be in those fancy drawers like they have in libraries.
Yeah, I'm not coming up with anything, August.
Well, it was a thought anyways.
Well, we can certainly check around. Hopefully whatever they were looking at, they didn't take with them.
Very good. So Moxie, go ahead and roll a die 20, and probably like history or investigation or intelligence, whichever you feel like is best, you could add to that roll and see what you find.
15.
A 15. So you start looking through some maps and things, and this research will probably take a little while. Like you guys will probably be here for, an hour, maybe hour and a half, if you want to spend that much time researching and digging into things.
Today's library day.
Yep, and we can do different topics as well. But with a 15, you are looking through some maps, and there's lots of city records that are just kind of quietly acknowledging that there are kobold warrens under several neighborhoods, and that each one of them, kind of like the city's divided into districts, each one of them is a different clan of kobolds that has a little leader, and they're known to have made pathways and tunnels into cellars or use the sewer system, and the other thing is that there are markers and denotations about traps and pitfalls that are in some of those locations, as the kobolds want to make sure that the too talls don't get down there.
Right. Which is not news. I mean, Kobe made it into the toilet at the casino.
Yep. Makes a lot of sense. It's with a 15, it's definitely confirmation.
Yeah.
You do get one last thing, you do get the very obvious impression that city officials are just looking the other way most of the time.
About the kobolds?
About the kobold warrens underneath the city.
They probably eat a lot of rats, so it's probably a benefit for everybody. Symbiotic situation. Okay.
Anybody else want to research a particular topic?
Yeah, I'm looking for cultists or cults or spider cults. Can I do a religion check?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll give myself guidance on that.
Try to find the spider Bible. Whatever their religious text is called. The Great Web.
10.
A 10. Very good. You do have a gear of fate. You don't have to, just to tempt you.
I'm here to say, don't spend years of on research rolls.
Okay.
Spend them on life-saving rolls.
There we go. So when you go in to think about cultists and research like that, it's surprisingly sparse, at least from what you can find. It was a modified 10. Yep. So they're there. Cultists kind of pop in and up in the city a little bit. You do find that there are a couple of houses, a couple of noble houses that changed their heraldry a little bit.
Like they were spider-based and now they're not?
Yes, like House Tularin, Tulorain.
Why do we know that name?
Don't know.
Have we heard that name before?
Well, I don't know if you have.
Can I do a history check?
Sure.
19.
Oh, very
Connor,
good.
have
Very
we heard
good.
that name before? Okay.
Yep. It may just be your brain, but with a 19,
We're just suspicious.
with a 19, Dr. Stone, you know that the Tularans of Calimera were benefactors of the Calimera Medical Center where you first had your training.
You're like, oh yes, I remember the Tularan building. It was nice.
So,
They did.
and what you find is that the Tularan family house used to have a couple of spiders that were flanking their crest, but at one point it was modified to 6 legs so that they looked more like beetles than spiders. Yeah, so it's very, it's just like a history of, you stumble across it as you're looking, for more on cults, but you don't find anything about cults, but you do, find anything about, obscure heraldry, right? And that little tidbit. It doesn't seem to be anything hidden, but it is interesting as you're thinking about spiders.
Can I find this, Brooke? This was not on my research list that I sent you, but it is related.
Yeah.
Here's what because sometimes you gotta change your keywords. So I want to find those books that you can find that's like Birds of North America. Can I find like Creatures of the Feywild, like an Animals of the Feywild book, and see if there's information about the spiders in there?
Oh, yeah. So let me tweak that a little bit and say that you might go after Fey spiders themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead, roll me another D20.
I just didn't know if there was gonna be a whole book about them. That seems a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled bad, so no, can't find the book. Dewey Decimal System doesn't make sense.
There we go.
And I
It was a 4, by the way. It was really bad.
look specifically for like history books that might discuss when the city walls were built.
Yes, you certainly may. And Sable, you have a certain amount of training when it comes to the Dewey Decimal System.
I do.
So would you like to share why that's possible, and then roll with advantage?
What a weird backstory.
So one time, baby Sable was here for a training thing at the Sapphire Society school project, a legitimate school project. And Sable's not the most studious of students, and so he got a little bored, started doing dagger practice with the walls, the tapestries, and so as my punishment, I had to work as a library assistant. Modified 20.
It takes you a little bit longer. You know that Moxie has looked at one set of research and she's kind of moved on to her second set of research, and you're still hunting and looking, and you find an old set of scrolls that is talking about the dwarves that were brought in from the northern Mythspire Mountains to help reinforce Ironspire's city walls and expand them to be a full 15 foot thick. But there's also like a weird referencing to the hollow bones of the wall in a couple of these scrolls.
In reference to the hollow bones, does it, I could either move on to find potentially like a dwarven book about this. I think I speak dwarf.
I do.
Okay, I don't, but I can pass the book over to you. Still following the Dewey Decimal System, I'm sure the spines have some translation on it.
Yeah.
Like a dwarven book that might reference hollow bones in the title, potentially. Do you want another investigation for that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Still an advantage?
You bet.
16.
You do find a notation that talks about the hollow bones of Ironspire descend to the wealth below.
I'm gonna take this over to August, actually. August.
Yes.
In your dealings as a guard, did you ever hear the phrase hollow bones?
hollow bone.
In reference potentially to the city walls.
Did I?
Go ahead and roll some type of recall knowledge / investigation /
3. I rolled a 3.
Nope.
Hollow bones, no.
Just in birds.
Well, I found something that says the hollow bones, which I found references the city walls themselves,
Oh, that's clever.
descend to the wealth below.
That could be so many things. A mine, dragon's hoard.
I think there's a dragon living underneath Ironspire.
Anything's possible.
So yeah, maybe there's something about these hollow bones.
Perhaps not. Perhaps not a dragon's hoard or a mine. Perhaps the what were they calling the that glow on the mechanical arms?
Ether?
Yes. Is that something that could be mined or
I mean, they've certainly
harness
been
a
harvesting it.
chamber somewhere?
And then I'll, with that kind of spark of idea, I'll try to see if there's any books about ether, unless somebody else wants to take that up. I've done a lot.
No, but I do want to look up Pierce. And while I'm looking at Heraldry, I want to look up the Pierce family.
Okay, very good. So your research on kind of heraldry, you couldn't find anything about cults, but then you start to look for some things about Zaylen Pierce and his family.
You know, investigation or history.
Yeah.
I'm going to give myself guidance on that. 22.
Oh, very nice. It talks a little bit about his early, you do find a little, history book research about famous people of Ironspire, and Pierce getting his start kind of with some speculative ventures. And then of course there's a little bit of the gossip pages about the money laundering and pawnbroking and things like that. He did seem to have 2 threads of influence or maybe even income, one of them moving from the speculative investments into the entertainment and gambling industry, and the other was some lucrative contracts with the City Watch. And that, no surprise, there are some supposedly hidden dens and backroom clubs for the elite that go on in there. And one piece of information kind of catches your eye, especially as you've heard Sable and Moxie talking about a few things. There's a little bit of some gossip that some of his original games of chance and stuff may have actually been quote unquote stolen dwarven inventions. And that a dwarvish partner may have been, like an unknown dwarvish partner may have been muscled out.
Anyone else?
I look for books on war, but all the ones I find have more words than pictures, so.
The ether.
Ether, yeah.
I'll look up books potentially related to that.
All right.
Another 16.
Okay. A 16 will tell you a little bit that you kind of already know, that ether can be a veil between worlds, that there can be some short range or dimensional teleportation effects, so to speak, with ether, and that again, some things we kind of already know, but that shiver can be created, can be enhanced with a little bit of an ether dose. Phase Spider ether dose. Roll me a percentile dice, if you would.
99.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, you're sitting there pondering over this last book of ether, maybe not last book, but this book of ether that you're looking at. And Mildred Morningstar has been kind of moving around a little bit, checking things out, just make sure you guys are treating everything correctly or whatever. But she wanders over kind of by you, and her short little elderly gnomish figure kind of leans in next to you, and says,
What's up with the ether?
Well, it's been coming up in my research recently, and just trying to find more information on it. Granny, do you know anything?
Oh, I'm just an old librarian. What would I know?
An old wise librarian, Granny.
and she smiles.
You know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Well, maybe. But why do you need to know?
I'll pull a page out of Moxie's book and slide over a gold piece.
And she smacks your hand. She's like, don't you be paying me your money?
I'm worried something might be trying to harm the citizens here. And I'll kind of point to where the section of the book says that ether can be used to enhance shiver. And some of this has been going around down by the dockside.
Oh, that's not good.
It's not.
Well, good luck with that.
She pats you on the shoulder and
Granny.
slips away.
Granny.
You clearly were supposed to tell me something.
And then a few moments later, she comes back and slides a book on the table. And the title says The Eightfold Lattice of Ether. It's a very rich vellum, parchment vellum cover, but it's got these like strands that almost look kind of like spider silky design pattern that's on it. And then she just walks away.
One of us, either you or me, since we're magic, can look into, say, plane shifting, and like, what are all of the known possible ways to do plane shifting? Like objects, spells, creatures, because I think that's related. And then if you want something to look up, August, on my list, I also need to know the current names and regions of all of the current city council members and their voting habits.
It's a thrilling topic, I'm sure.
I'm trying to figure out if any of them are, other than Zaylen Pierce, are making a play for the throne, if they seem to be siding with Zaylen Pierce frequently, if anyone has started voting differently all of a sudden.
I'll start kind of flipping through this book.
All right, off mic, because I don't want to put myself in a corner. What languages does Dr. Stone?
So, I only know Orc and Elvish, but if I come across anything that I cannot read, I can ritually cast comprehend languages. So if there are anything that's older than like the common of Ironspire, I want to definitely cast comprehend language on that and read those.
Yeah, very good. And our good champion.
I stole the eyes of a tiefling warlock and I can read all.
I can read everything.
Or Dwarf and Elvish.
I also know Dwarvish and Elvish.
Dwarvish and Elvish. And
You ready for this list?
yeah. Holy moly.
It's not that bad. Common sign language, Elvish, Thieves' Cant, and Undercommon.
Okay. So, you go to open up this book, I assume?
Yeah.
Yep. And it's in a language that is fairly rare. Any chance that Sable speaks Undercommon?
Yes.
Teardal.
I do, in fact.
Well then,
Benefits of a Drow Mentor.
go ahead and roll another D20 with roll with advantage, and and you can add like a history or intelligence, or probably don't have Arcana or religion.
Can I do my investigation?
You betcha.
Thank y'all. 17.
It is talking about the weaving of the worlds together, and it talks about traveling those worlds, but it also mentions that doing so can pull the attention of sentient beings from the deep ethereal, including something they refer to as
Cthulhu. Sorry.
That would be awesome. Including something that they refer to as the spinner in the deep.
Cthulhu?
The Spinner of the Deep?
In the deep.
In the deep.
Wasn't that one of the things that the guy said about the
Yeah, that's the cult thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't want to go traipsing around the Underdark.
Well, apparently we're going to an island first.
A haunted one, though.
A haunted island. Hey, real quick, Mrs. Morningstar. Mrs. Morningstar.
And your voice kind of echoing just a little bit in the thing.
Miss Morningstar.
Oh, yes, what?
Yes.
She can feel, you coming from all the way across this lower room.
I'm not from around here. I was wondering, is there a family Tularan family member on the city council?
A Tularan family member on the city council? Yes, Jarvis Tularan.
Jarvis Tularan. Do you know if Jarvis Tularan has any relation or dealings with Zaylen Pierce? Besides just being on the counts together.
Well, I would probably assume that since, Zale and Pierce, he's real big into the orphanage, and Tularin, they're originally from Calamera, did you know that?
Right.
Yeah, so they were big in medical investments. So I imagine they probably have dealt with each other, have similar interests.
Excellent. Mrs. Morningstar, thank you very much for your time. Are there any books on plane shifting here?
Oh yeah, those should be over in the Arcana section.
All right, I'm going to go over there and see if I can find anything on plane shifting.
And feel free to roll the dice.
Can I do Arcana?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to give myself guidance on that one. Oh, yes. 26.
You find a fantastic book called Manual of the Planes.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, is that all?
Yeah. That one might have to go in my bag of holding.
You have to get a library card.
I need to get a library card.
The fees are a bit much, but...
So there's just it's a wealth of information. So
And most I want to look up anything on the ethereal.
okay.
How to contact it, how to mine it, anything that could get us any information about Shiver and Ether and all that kind of stuff.
You bet. So ether is this misty kind of twilight reflection-y of the world. Sometimes it's called the ghost realm. There are two recognized regions, kind of the border ethereal, which connects and mirrors to the planes that it touches, and then the deep ethereal, which is this limitless fog, and there are unknowns that are out there. There are lots of creatures, of fae spiders, night hags, other things that kind of transport in and out, that you can use it to ambush prey or evade capture. Lots of ways to access the ethereal through spells or devices. There's a small section that talks about entire vessels that can access the ethereal plane. Artifacts, portals.
This book might come in handy.
So could mine.
Get a library. Support your local library.
There you go. And again, like you find this, that in the deep ethereal, there can be sentient things that are almost deific in nature that can come forth. It's very, very easy to get lost in there, and there's a couple of references to you kind of find your cult connection in this book. There's a little bit of a reference to some cultish groups that revere the Great Curtain, which is supposed to be this mythical veil that might even go beyond the deep ethereal, and another set of cultists which believe that the ethereal are actually the connective strands to all the multiverse, and they often worship someone called the Spinner in the Deep.
Mrs. Morningstar. Mrs. Morningstar. Mrs. Morningstar.
Yes, dear, I'm coming.
The crazy thing is she was only one aisle of books over.
Yes.
I found a very fascinating book, and I'm wondering if I could check this book out.
What?
How do I go about checking out a book?
To let a book leave the library.
I'm just about to invent the library
You
card.
maniac!
Yes, well, the thing is, this is a book that could revolutionize what we are studying right now. But I don't know if I can keep coming back to this. It'd be easy if I just took it with me. Now, I am a doctor here.
Establishing ethos.
Dr. Lystone, I run Bridgetown Medical.
Here's my address.
And I have, here are all my credentials. I promise you that you could depend on me. I'm going to bring this book back.
Well, now storybooks, we check those out all the time, but research materials, they never hardly ever leave the library.
This could be important. This could save the life of Iron Spy.
Oh, and which one is it again?
This Manual of the Planes.
Manual of the Planes. Oh, well, we would have to have some type of deposit.
Exactly. How much of a deposit do you need?
Well, it's a very, very expensive book, so it's probably something along the lines of like maybe 50 gold pieces.
Oh my God. Well, how about 15 gold pieces?
15? No, I said 50.
I know you did. I said 15.
Speaking of money, I don't mean to interrupt you, but speaking of money, it just reminded me, there will be no need for a reward for disabling your automaton. Wink.
That's what it is. Yes.
She looks at you, and she looks at August, and she knows that Sable's back there in the stacks or whatever, and Moxie's there, at her table having limited success with the one with the topic of phase spiders, perhaps. And she shuffles over closer to you and says,
All right, 15 gold pieces as a down payment. You bring it back in good condition. Be just fine.
She glances over Moxie's way.
And the tiefling doesn't touch the book because she forgets things all the time.
And did you have a book that you wanted to check out too?
Check out. Quotes
He's already
on
got
that.
it. He's fine.
So I was
No,
about
fine.
to say, while she's distracted with that, can I sleight of hand my book?
Go right ahead.
Okay. Do I get anything with her being distracted? Okay.
Can I give him assistance since I'm distracting her?
Unfortunately, yes. This somehow worked out where you can get a little bit of aid there.
Okay. Okay. Well, it was my initial roll for a 22 sleight of hand.
Okay. All right. You're, around the corner of the stack, slipping this into a bag or whatever. Yep.
You put a romance novel in the dust jacket.
Yeah.
So I count out 15 gold pieces and I give her 15 gold. Okay. I don't know if it's actually going to come in handy later, but it's good to have it on our hands. Just in case. Okay.
That sounds good. So you guys have spent, a couple, 3 hours. You spent a long time here in the library gathering some research, doing some things. Go ahead.
I have all of my questions. Miss Morningstar might just know, because I guess she's not that old, she's my age, but she's old. But real quick, I wanted to talk to her about, I want to get a list or talk to her about, and we don't have to RP it and everything. I just want a list of the current sitting council members in their regions, and if they seem to be voting, how they seem to be voting, if their voting has seemed to change. And in relation to us also want to grab a current line of succession from the throne. Like, hypothetically, if the king died, what would happen next? And I think that by the time we do that, we would cover my entire list.
There we go. So Moxie is over there making notations, keeping a list, making some charts on those particular things and items.
I'm making a spreadsheet.
You bet. And those will be coming to us, and we'll share those a little bit later. That'd be a good thing to share on Patreon as well, like with the succession list and things like that. So
sounds good.
Be watching for that.
We can just say I have it.
There you go. Boom. And you guys go to check out of the library, right? Go back upstairs, and they go ahead and crank back up the clockwork automaton. As you guys are getting ready to leave.
Well, as they crank him back up, I wanted to ask him what happened.
How much do you want to ask?
Just what happened.
What happened?
Who did this to you? Why'd you freak out? What happened?
Yeah, who was it and what happened and what book were they looking at and did they go to a secret passage?
He clicks and whirls back up on power and such, and says in that, mechanical kind of hollow tinny voice, says, "Welcome to the research section of the library. How may I be of assistance?"
Yes, what's your name?
I am Kerri.
Kerri, what happened the other night? You were two city guards members that came down here, and I was wondering what happened that night.
And there's some whirling and some clicking and things, and says, "My memory is incomplete."
So I hand him a gold piece. Does this jog your memory? No, I'm joking.
And there's some whirling and some clicking. Yes, 2 visitors late, almost closing. Sergeant Vance, Specialist Laura.
And what book were they looking for?
And there's whirling and clicking, and then you can almost feel like a sigh from this mechanical creature as it says, "Memory incomplete."
All right. Did they leave the same way they came in?
And then it whirls and clicks up again and is like, "Unauthorized access. Unauthorized access. Programming changed."
Freaking August, turn it back off!
I slowly reach for my key and just have it in my hand. Start moseying around back behind him just in case.
And there's some whirls and some clicking. It goes, "System restored." and it looks over toward August and then slips down toward Sarah, the little freckle-faced young lady that's been here. Is like, thank you, Sarah. And then she says, so something's wrong with his memory core, but it definitely sounds like Vance and Laura changed his programming and made him a literal guardian of this floor of the library until you guys were able to help me get him back.
What were you supposed to be gotten, Gary?
And there's whirling and clicking. Gary is a servant. And then Sarah says, it would be an easy change, though. You could make, instead of being a servant and guarding the library and making sure that someone doesn't take a book when they're not supposed to, or, to pull things and help with inventory and to clean, you could reprogram him to restrict access to anyone. And that may have been what happened.
Okay. I don't know if we're going to get anything more from this?
I mean, one step further I would go is, you can't remember what book they were looking at, but can you walk me to the part of the room they were in?
And there's some whirling and some clicking and things like that. And it does. It leads you down to a bookshelf near the back, and Sable notices that it's within this particular research area that you were looking at. And everyone's walking along with it, and then Mildred Morningstar is walking along there with you guys, and she's like, somebody didn't put the Undercommon book back, and looks at Sable.
Huh, look at that.
And she stares at you for a long time and then says, Dagnabbit, if they didn't steal my book!
Red Dirt D&D, Curse of the Clockwork City is Brooke Bullock as our Dungeon Master, Kerri Hester as Moxie, Connor Shenold as Sable, Johnny Payne as August E. Graymore, and I'm Michael Cross as Dr. Elias Stone. Our theme music comes from Ovani Sound. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of Jeffrey McBride, Monument Studios, Describe.com, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by ST Way Gaming. You can find us at reddirtdnd.com. If you are enjoying Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we discover more secrets in the Clockwork City.
Keep up to date with the coolest geek shenanigans in Oklahoma when you listen to the Okie Geek podcast. Stay in the know about upcoming conventions, comic books, and the nerdiest happenings in the Panhandle State. That way you don't miss out on things like live Mario Kart, Wizard comics, or board game conventions. Search for Okie Geek on the NPR app or wherever you get podcasts.